So it is the best day ever on the homestead. Not only do we have all the chicks, but we got our baby. Welcome back to Modern Homestead Alaska. I am adjusting the fire and getting ready to head outside. I can't wait. In this video, I'm going to be introducing you to our new family member. I hope you're as excited as I am. In the meantime, though, while I get things ready, let's you and I take a look back at all the work that we had to finish up on the barn. It's not quite 100% finished. The temperatures have gotten too cold for me to finish the paint, but if it warms up this week, we'll get that done. But in the meantime, have a little look back and then we're gonna head outside. It's quite unfortunate that we did not get to this sooner in the summertime. We would be finished, but I did a bunch of caulking between the different pieces of sheeting, and then I started, and in this you can actually see what the hopes and dreams of what this barn is going to look like are. It is going to be white. We are painting the sheeting, and I needed to get as much of the sheeting, at least the bottom part where the snow will touch it, coated with this paint and primer. It needs more than one coat. We're hoping the weather looks up so that we can finish it. However, Wyatt and I did do a bunch of the trim. So for the trim on it, we are doing a board and batten look. So there is 4x4, if I could ever get all these measurements right, that would be the actual miracle. It is 1x4 on the top and bottom trim, and then it is a 1x2 furring strips. That's kind of a cheaper way to go. Shh, don't tell anyone, but they look great. And then we did them every foot on the bottom of the barn. And then there's a middle strip that is also the 1x2. And then above that, it's like every third strip on the top. So we did get the trim out done, and then I painted as much as I could, and then the sun went down on that day because we also have short days now. Where is he? Oh, it's like a corn maze. And now you understand what we meant by pens. Aaron and Caleb went and got these panels. We did a test run on the panels to see if we needed to do dirt work. We do need to do some dirt work. And then Aaron needs to do some welding for these to become absolutely more set as a permanent thing. But we got it all set up and figured out the sizing, figured out where we wanted the gates and everything laid out. We have had livestock type animals nearly our entire marriage. Therefore, Aaron's had them almost his entire life, from birth until when we were in Arizona for a few years, and now we're going back to having some livestock. So he is very, very good at helping set this up, and then his biggest things are cleaning with the tractor. How is he going to get in and out? He is really trying to think through the ways that we logistically can have everything run.
So the gate's gonna hang this way, swing open out that way. So it makes it easy for you to open the gate, The man gate's going to be here. You can unload your small hay bales right here and just go right in instead of having a gate in your way that you have to walk around.
What about when you're feeding? You're gonna have to walk around the gate.
You open it up right here.
And then just feed out that way, or what?
Yep. And then plus, it's here, the other gate's here, and then you know both of them are latched when you're leaving, so that way it's an easier...
Oh, what did you just say?
Can't go ruin it. I'm pretty sure they figured it out by now.
No, I even got a guess of a turkey.
For a barn?
Yeah.
What
Someone,
country
that
do
was
they
their
play
wild guess. Turkeys.
Oh, you gotta get up there and finish that, huh?
Yep.
Oh, that silly boy. I had to edit so many different times in the last 2 videos where he has said what it is. So anyway, we did settle on what the doors were going to be like. It is a combination between my thoughts and Aaron's thoughts. And so him and I started building the doors. There's going to be a total of 4 doors, and here we are installing them.
Mark it.
Yeah, hammer that. What do you got?
I don't know, sitting over here.
Alright, what's the level say?
Level.
Let me see a screwdriver.
Okay, Mom, go down.
Let go of it. Ready? Up.
Oh, no! There.
There's a level on it.
I got the work. I got the work on it.
Oh, we're looking level right now.
Huh?
Level right now. Still level.
Huh?
Still level. Come on.
So 2 things actually ended up occurring with the doors. We got the top 2 built and then hung those. We needed to add some stuff to them, and then we do end up in the next clip having to take everything down, but no big deal. We needed to trim it all out. We needed to hang everything to figure out what we wanted, and then Caleb went to the Home Depot and got us the trim that we need. So the doors get hung, everything gets sized, everything gets put level, and all of the fun, hard things. It is quite an ordeal to make doors. And then we did, obviously, these Dutch doors. So there's 4 doors. It's not a go to the Home Depot and you buy it. It is make every aspect of it and then hang it. And so I think Aaron did just a fantastic job. I am thinking, should I paint these blue like the house, where we're doing a play on the colors there, or should I sand and stain them? Let me know in the comment section. Something else I was going to say, in the beginning, we knew this animal was coming. We already know that the animal was coming since April. So we did look at buying a barn. We also looked at buying some packaged sort of things, maybe some very large shed, whatever the case is. I need you to know that when you can build it yourself, so when you're looking at this and you're thinking the value of it, yes, it increases the property value, the value of the barn if I had to hire a contractor to do this as opposed to buying a little pre-made barn or a building that you just piecemeal together. The thought process and everything that Aaron did here is of great value. I guess I should put it that way. The other craziest part of it is we went and looked at these little barns. Those little barns would fit logistically in one of the stalls. So the area that we're working on right now, one of those barns would fit in that area. I need you to know the price of those barns up here is about 4 times what we paid for the barn. Our labor to me is free, but of course it's of the greatest value. So the material cost is 1/4 of what a tiny barn would have cost. So I got this great big deal here for our new family member at 1/4 of the cost it would have essentially cost us here in Alaska. Now I know you can get some buildings cheaper in the lower 48 and places like that, no big deal. So the other thing that we are working on, and I'm going to show you how it turned out. However, we got a phone call, so we are in a super rush at this point because the pet, the animal, the family member is on its way. So we called in reinforcements, and what the reinforcements and I are doing is putting cinder blocks around the bottom of the barn so that we can create the windbreak. I know that many of you have probably taken the time and noticed that there's this big gap because the barn is built on those blocks. The solution for now was to build it out with some cinder blocks around the bottom. We anchor down or hold down those cinder blocks and keep them in place. We are using kind of a road base material. I'll show it to you in just a minute. And then we got everything leveled out in there. It's a nice space for our family member, and then Caleb and I are throwing a bunch of straw in there. He did, you see the trim now, there it is, ta-da, magic. We now have the doors trimmed out because that needs to be final. Whatever we end up painting, staining, the whole 9 yards, trimming things out, I can do that with our family member here, but what we need is a windbreak and a warm place for the pet, the animal, so on, to go. So we get the doors hung. You wouldn't know it. She's actually here in this part of the video. She is here. She is watching us put all of this together as we finish out. And then the funniest part is as I was watching this clip, getting everything finished out, the neighbors came to visit her, but because it's on time lapse and tons of things are cut out, you don't actually notice that we moved her into the barn so that we could start getting everything else up and around it cleaned. And that is what I'm doing. I'm going through with a rake and a magnet, making sure there is no nails or screws or anything like that. And Caleb, of course, is here helping now. And we have to just get this nailed out and finished up because she's here. It's time to put her in the barn.
Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning. Good morning, Rooster. Good morning. I'm wondering how well you can see. So what we actually got done this weekend is we did get this cinder block around. It is filled with like a road base gravel. So there is a windbreak, and then the entire barn floor was covered in straw as bedding, and then we hung the feeder on the wall. And for right now, I'm hauling water. I'll show you that in a second. Let me show you. Aaron finished all of this. This one is kind of funky, but all of that will get trimmed out and painted. The doors will get stained. The gate will get hung. But he did a fantastic job building those Dutch barn doors for me. And then we put up, this is what we meant by a pen. And the pen increases the size by 24 feet. Well, here she is. Let's take a look back right now as I introduce you to her, to mine and Cody's very first time actually meeting her. Welcome to the family, Peaches.
You guys came here. I was so excited.
Cody, look at Cody. Isn't she the tiniest calf you've ever seen?
He's so cute.
Isn't she so cute? Hi. Hi. I know.
You'll need. Do you have a barn right now?
So no, we just cleared the land.
She was born April 18th of 2023 at a whole whopping 20 pounds. So they are miniature jerseys. She is the tiniest little thing.
She's like, no.
Be my friend? Well, I'll have to one.
Let's see. Let's see. Can you spin around? Yeah, you can. Good girl. You're doing so good. Peaches was born in April. Let me give her a circle. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Come on. No. Come on. Turn this way. Get walking. Get walking. Come on. Get walking. Get walking. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we're not completely halter broke to lead, right? But we are working hard on that. Peaches is a mini Jersey. She is DNA tested. Her parents are DNA tested. She is just top of the line as far as mini Jerseys go. And she is intended to be a milk cow. And when I saw her online, I knew in my gut, I knew in my heart, the minute I saw her, that she was mine, that she was supposed to come and be part of our family here on our modern homestead in Alaska. A couple of things. I am going to do a whole video on why we chose a mini Jersey, why this is something that I had been searching and looking for since before we ever even got to Alaska. But I would like to give a shout out, thanks to Homesteading. They first introduced me to the mini Jerseys several years ago and just kind of sold me on it. And then when Aaron and I found her, we knew that she was absolutely the one for our family. So she is not even a year old yet. She has been weaned for a couple of months. I will address the elephant. Several have said, not enough acreage. The truth here in Alaska is it doesn't matter whether I have 1 acre or 1,000 acres. I would feed this cow this calf, this heifer, the exact same amount of hay, no matter the acreage, because once it snows here, there isn't pasture land for them to be out feeding on. We do have plans. She will have a whole 5 acres that she will be able to roam on in the spring and summer when the weather is permitting, and the barn, the corral, and then the penned area is more than substantial for an animal that will be her size. So if you can see me standing next to her, she is literally the tiniest calf I've ever seen. She's the size most of our calves were within a week or so. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but she is just a teeny tiny miniature cow. So she has beautiful composition. She has an amazing temperament, and that was also one of the things I'll touch on. One of the goals is to really have her from day one, where we get to say, hey, we're going to tolerate this behavior, we won't tolerate that behavior, and we wanted to be part of the completely breaking halter training and getting this calf into the cow so that she will eventually be a good, fantastic milker for us. So she is just a bunch. I can't even tell you. Like, I am the I think I'm the happiest homesteader in the world right now. So she did not have horns. She had, they call it something else, but they're these little wobbly things. And I know from like her genetics or whatever that her mom carries the gene for no pole, meaning she shouldn't have horns. But we went ahead and treated to make sure that we weren't going to have an issue with horns at all. So that's kind of what you're seeing on her forehead there. But look at her. Isn't she just... Her loves a good scratch. Her loves a good scratch. Yeah, she does. She's a gentle soul. Aren't you so pretty? You're so gorgeous. Oh, you're eating my hair? You're eating my hair? Were you eating my hair? Yeah, you were. Here. Are you done with the camera debut? You want some hay? You want some hay? I gotta get you some water. I could get you some water. Yeah. Isn't she the prettiest thing you've ever seen? Look at them great big eyes. And them floppy ears. There you go. Well, you want to do a spin? Let's spin for the people. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. And around. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Look at you. Come on. There you go. There you go. Oh, you almost made it. Come on back into the camera. Good girl. Come on. Okay, so she's going to take some work. We can get manhandling her here pretty soon as she gets warmed up into the family, but I am so excited. So we are just on cloud 9. I think she's the perfect addition, and I prayed a million times if it was God's will it would happen. Wyatt broke his back after we had committed to getting her, and then everything in our whole world felt like it fell apart for a little bit this summer. But she is here. The barn is finished just well enough to get us through the winter at least, and she is just doing fantastic, just warming into the family. So, you know, I just look at her as what an incredible opportunity and blessing here to have something so fantastic. So praise God. And with that, thank you those of you that stuck around and joined us all the way to the end. God bless each and every one of you. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video. Can you say bye? Can you say bye? You are beautiful. You are the prettiest calf in the whole wide world. Come on, baby.